layered shuffle grooves. Just like you can have layered grooves for the 8th note and 16th note rock beats, yep, you can have layered grooves, obviously, for the shuffles. Now that you've got a bit of an understanding of the shuffle groove, being this, we need to start using other parts of the drum set, in this case the ride cymbal and the hi-hat foot, to incorporate them with the shuffle groove. The most obvious one to start with is to play on the ride cymbal and to have the hi-hat on the counts of 2 and 4 with your left foot when you hit the snare drum, which would be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And just like your other layered grooves for your 8th notes and 16th note rock beats, go through your shuffle beats. So with a bit of practice, that will become comfortable. Now that's the first layered groove in the layered shuffle grooves within the CHRIS Brien drumming system level 1. Now, the next one is still playing on the ride cymbal, but the hi-hat is playing quarter notes. So it's this. And you learn to get this together. So it may take a bit of practice. Again, just start with the ride cymbal and the hi-hat. Make sure this is comfortable. If you find all of this is too overwhelming, just learn to play on the ride cymbal. If you find that too hard, you haven't learned it properly on the hi-hat. Anyway, so once it's comfortable, play the hi-hat and the ride cymbal, then put the bass drum on 1. Then on the 1 and the 3. Then bring the backbeat on the 2 and 4 with your left hand. And once it's comfortable, start playing the different beats within the shuffle beats. So that's the second layered groove within the shuffle beats. The third layered groove, this you hear in a lot of punk bands. This is a really cool pattern. And what you're doing is you're just playing quarter notes on the hi-hat. Now like this, it just sounds like a rock beat. But if you've got a bass player starts playing with you, if the bass player goes bum 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 bum, then it's going to sound like a rock beat. But if the bass player starts going bum 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 ba da dum bum 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 ba da dum, then it starts shuffling. See, this is a bit tricky, so you've got to go through your shuffle beats. Shuffle beats number 1 and 2 would be either this or this, which you hear lots of drummers using this in straight 8th note rock beat songs and shuffle beat based rock beat songs as well. But once you start bringing the other bass drum patterns in within your shuffle beats, you can hear the shuffle. So you just got to start going through your beats. You might find at first your right hand sort of wants to follow your bass drum. You've got to control that. There's a really cool punk beat you'll hear lots of guys play where they go. And they also do the same on the snare. Or they do the floor tom. Whatever. But they're fun. So that's the third layered groove within the rock beats. Now the fourth layered groove has all the triplets within the beat. So it's now no longer a shuffle. If anyone ever asks you to play a 12/8 beat or a 6/8 beat, they mean that. Even sometimes when they ask you to play 3/4, they may mean that. That's not 3/4, but some people think of it as 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. But anyway, so you've got to get used to this. Now this is a quite difficult beat for a drummer to play. So it takes a bit of practice. So just do it slowly and just try and Remember your bass drum, try and get that bass drum just to follow your right hand. So you've got all those beats you can practice and try and make them all comfortable. It can get quite tricky. These are probably the most uncomfortable beats for many drummers to play. And there's a lot of good songs out there where drummers do that, and you've really got to learn to... You've got to learn to really hold it together. Anyway, so that's the layered grooves for the shuffle beats, and enjoy your practice. Thank you.